I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here we go. There's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And right near the line of scrimmage.
A tackle made by Michael Ayers. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
First down for Cole Beasley, who's been in the league since 2012, but has really done his best work over the last 3 seasons. Top 100 targets in each of those years, even flirted with 1,000 yards in 2020 when he was named 2nd team All-Pro. When he's on the field, he's that safety valve that quarterbacks love when they get into trouble.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Back to Mixon on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Justin Madubuike there to bring him down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd and 9. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Burrow on play action. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 9, 2nd and 5. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's the option. option play now to the left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On third down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On third down, Burrow. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up fourth down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on fourth down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give them 3 on first down, It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Complete to Dorsett. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room, maybe a tryout or 2 for those guys who missed him.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
Boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Burrow going for it on 4th.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It's a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And now it's blocked. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jackson on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Jackson. And a catch made by Hopkins.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
Oh, he's got a little, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Ojabo.
bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. That is taken in by Hurst. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
32 yards.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
On the option, it's Jackson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Dorsett on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw, Burrow. And this is caught by Beasley.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing, Burrow.
And this one is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here we go. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Burrow.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Burrow.
Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Another run here with Dobbins. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.